Right bro, so we're using cold water exposure to lose weight. So today we're gonna jump in the sea. We're just driving there now. We've got a little bit of a Friday routine. Jump in the sea, try and do about 10 minutes and then shoot up the road to the sauna and then get a good sauna session in. So I'm not Andrew Huberman, I'm not going to tell you the science behind cold water exposure. I'm the ideas guy. I'll figure out what you got to do and then do it and then tell you about it. So do your own research, but what I've found, I got into the cold water exposure, cold showers and sea swims for mental health benefits. So it essentially cured depression for me, or helped a lot with depression. But there are a lot of other benefits. It stimulates brown fat, which helps you lose weight. I don't really know how it all works, but you can do your own research. So yeah, today we're just gonna jump in the sea. So the actionable step is cold showers each day, and you wanna do your normal hot shower and then finish off with 60 to 90 seconds of cold water exposure, and that's called a Scottish shower or a James Bond shower. And then 11 minutes of cold water exposure up to the neck per week. So daily cold showers, cold water exposure up to the neck, so like a cold plunge or an ice bath. So my actionable step to you is do a cold shower within the next 24 hours. Otherwise you've not acted on this video. Here we are boys, down at the beach. I thought it was going to be worse than it is today because it was really windy by my mate's house, but it's actually not too bad. Sweet. Get your cold water in. I'm like that, it annoys me when I do, like I've had a perfect day, I'm like, I'm gonna sleep fucking like a log tonight, and then you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning pacing your living room. I've had this thing recently, right? Pain right here, like in my right temple. Yeah. And I'm like, why is that there? Yeah. what were you doing? What have I done to deserve this? It's like occasionally you get like a mini heart attack. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, come on. I've eaten clean for a whole week and you give me a heart attack. Taking the piss. Yeah. Oh, look at that. No, he's not having it. Yep. Oh shit, the bed. Fuck. Not bad, that's not bad. Have you had your head in yet? Last week was cold off. Yeah. Another one for the road? I think I'll be joining Jimmy from Japanese to go see Big Ernie. Let's go see Big Ernie. The big Euro sausage is not so large. That was good. I started off weak and I think
like Viking skiing would be this all the time, because if you're out at sea for 6 months getting wet, you would just be resilient all the time.
Oh, and like the Spartans that didn't have clothes. They would just be
I guess ground fat. You'd have so much ground fat you wouldn't need clothes to not have the chill. Okay.
So I used cold water exposure. I first got into it because I was having mental health issues. So I was sort of suffering with depression, and I didn't have any specific traumatic or sort of lifestyle, well it was lifestyle, but it wasn't an event in my life that was making me depressed, so it was quite confusing. And I realised it was just lifestyle issues, so general health, being overweight, too much dopamine from screens and stuff like that. Diet was a big problem. And when you're depressed, you can't see hope or a solution. You just have that feeling of depression constantly. But if you go in the sea or cold water exposure, the depression lifts because you're more worried about warming up. The cold sensation feels real. When you're depressed, you're kind of numb, and the cold water exposure completely gets rid of that. And then you realise when you come out of the cold and you warm back up again, the depression might come back. But you realise, well, if the depression vanished during that time of cold water exposure, then how real is it? And then you realise that there's certain things you can do and implement, like the gym. If you go into the gym, mental health often improves with exercise. Go for a walk. So if you identify with depression and you think, oh, I'm depressed, how real is depression if you can get rid of it with a cold shower? So that's why I first got into it. But now I continue to use it. Although my mental health's quite good, I use it for the other health benefits. And there's lots of health benefits. So it will improve immune system, but it will aid in fat loss. So it stimulates brown fat. As far as I can tell, that's beneficial, and it burns body fat. But do your own research. But this is the actionable step. So what I do is I'll try and get at least one cold shower a day. Sometimes I'll do 2. And all that looks like is have your normal shower, normal hot shower, and then at the end of your shower, for about 1 to 2 minutes, turn it to the cold setting and completely cover the body. So get your head all over the arms, back, balls, everything. You just want to get completely cold and then turn the shower off, dry off and warm up naturally. So you can do contrast showers and flip between hot and cold, but I like to get cold, dry off and then let my body warm up naturally, and it helps me sleep. So before bed I'll do a cold shower, dry off, go to bed, and I sleep really good if I do that. And then the other thing I do is a sea swim. I'm very lucky to live on the Isle of Wight, and I live really close to the sea. So a sea swim once a week, and we've got a new routine, like a new ritual. Every Friday, me and my mates do a sea swim. And I'm pretty sure I heard this on an Andrew Huberman podcast. He says you need to be submerged up to the neck for 11 minutes a week at a certain temperature. I don't know what the temperature is, but in the sea on the island, in the winter, it's probably cold enough. So my actionable step is within 24 hours do some form of cold water exposure, either a cold shower, sea swim, or if you don't have access to the sea or lake, cold plunge, ice bath. You can just fill your bath up with cold water and chuck ice cubes in, and the ice cubes probably aren't even necessary. Cold water exposure of any temperature is going to be beneficial. So, and that just becomes a habit. And there's sort of 2 benefits. You've got the mental health benefits, and it builds discipline and resilience, because it's uncomfortable, but it's not impossible. So you can do it. Most people, unless you've got some serious health conditions, most people are capable of doing it, but it's a choice whether you do it or not. So to do the cold shower every day gives you an opportunity to build discipline. So you can just choose not to, but then you're probably going to choose not to stick to your diet as rigidly. So for me, all improvements in my health and weight loss came after I stuck to cold showers. That was the first bit of discipline. I didn't have discipline with food or exercise, sticking to the gym. But I said, right, it takes no more time. I'm getting in the shower anyway every day. I have to, whether I like it or not, finish on cold. And I've done that ever since. And then once you build the discipline, I don't want to some days, or most days, but once you build that discipline, it carries over into other areas, and then you're more consistent with the gym, you're more consistent with your diet. But for me, it started off, and the sea swims especially, you got to get in the car, and we would go when it's pissing down rain, waves, like in dark. When it was in the winter, it gets dark early, so it's pitch black. It was pretty sketchy some of the times we've gone, and I'll do videos all through. Whenever we do a sea swim, I'll post a video, so you'll see some of the conditions. The last few sea swims we've done have been really nice, like the one I'll put clips up now. Today, sunrise was beautiful and it was a really nice morning, so, but you don't always get it like that. Sometimes it's raining sideways and fucking horrendous. But yeah, so this morning woke up, had my first meal, which was fruit. So it's rest day today, it's Friday, no gym, but we did sea swim and sauna afterwards for an hour or two. I don't really know how long we was in there, probably 2 hours. But my first meal was fruit. Normally on rest days I'll eat just meat and keep it strict carnivore so I can stay in ketosis. But today I'm trying to add more fruit to my diet because I'm not struggling so much with keeping weight off. I maintain my weight quite good, I can add more fruit. But fruit is very high in sugar, so if you're trying to lose fat, you're probably going to want to hit ketosis, and you can do that by being strict carnivore and keeping carbs low. But yeah, so woke up, had the fruit, had my magical cacao drink, the drink that I can't tell you the ingredients because it's a secret, but yeah, had that, jumped in the car, my mate got a coffee on the way there, and then jumped in the sea, sauna afterwards, went to the local farm to get another ingredient for the secret drink, and got a beautiful, what was it, beef flat rib. Oh, beautiful, that's going to be nice. But yeah, so that's rest day. So training, we don't normally train on a Saturday, but because of Christmas we'll be in the gym tomorrow doing back and chest as far as I know, keeping it brief, intense, infrequent. So yeah. Right bro, so if you've made it this far in the video, I just wanted to add this little question at the end. What do you find more beneficial? If I just sort of do vlog style videos where I just tell you what I'm doing, and then you'll naturally just want to try or implement whatever you feel resonates with you, or videos where I sort of say specifically what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, a little bit more scientific and less just vloggy. So I'm new to YouTube and I'm building a channel, and it's going to be a community of men that are improving the 4 important aspects of their health, of their lives. So it's going to be belief, which is mindset, health, wealth and relationships. So let me know in the comments what you find more beneficial. Vlog videos where I just tell you what I'm doing, or informational videos, sort of more educational. So I appreciate anyone that's watching the videos, and any comments you got. Feedback's always useful. Cheers.